Disenchanted, out on Disney Plus, sequel to the 2007 fairy tale riff, with the returning cast of Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, Idina Menzel and James Marsden, with Maya Rudolph and Gabriela Baldacchino joining the cast. The film was in development hell for way over a decade, but finally was made now and sees the light of day. Story picks up several years after the happily ever after ending of the first movie. Giselle is living together with her new family in New York, still a sweet, kind, caring lady at heart. However, the family life is not as great anymore, and in order to sort of rediscover the joys of life, they end up moving to upstate New York to a larger house in a smaller town. When they arrive, it turns out that the town is essentially run by a modern day equivalent of an evil queen, a lady who seems to control all the festivals, the school activities, is in charge of everything going on in the community. Everyone knows her, everyone sort of reports to her. And tensions between that and the fact that Morgan feels alienated at school lead Giselle to use a wishing wand and wish that their lives were a fairy tale, which magically does end up happening, transforming the whole little town into a fairy tale landscape. But with that comes the fact that everyone now has to assume their role in the story, and Giselle is no longer a princess, she is a stepmother now. So the concept is quite brilliant of having her, slowly morph her personality into that of a wicked stepmother, especially as Amy Adams is just delightful in the role, and she's amazing really as both the sweet, real Giselle and the cruel and mean stepmother version. The other actors are also having lots of fun, particularly Maya Rudolph. The songs are okay. I especially love the villain song that Rudolph has as a duet with Amy Adams. And I think some of the humor works as well. However, the movie is heavily flawed, and sort of the longer it went, the more difficult to enjoy I found it. I think that its main problem is that it doesn't really seem like it has a good idea of what it wants to be. Is Giselle meant to be the protagonist, or is Morgan? Is the story centered on the family relationships, or is it just the magical hijinks? Who's the main villain here, really? And why are they the villain? What's the lesson learned in the end? And then, there's the smaller stuff, like clearly the writers had no idea whatsoever what to do with Patrick Dempsey's character, and because he literally ends up going on side quests for 90% of the film, and his scenes have no impact on the plot whatsoever. There's also a baby introduced and promptly forgotten about. It doesn't even play a role as a plot device. It just, let alone a character. It just disappears from the story, and then at the end when it shows up again, I was like, wait, who was looking after the baby all this time when its parents had all those adventures? James Marsden and Idina Menzel are barely in the film, which is disappointing because when they are on screen, they're pretty great. They're stealing scenes, so I would have liked to see more of them. There's also an animated sequence, which is a sort of beautiful reminder of how great 2D animation, traditional animation, can be at Disney, but ultimately it was also not very long or impactful. And so the movie starts interestingly and then doesn't really know what to do and meanders around for a bit before a painfully generic fantasy ending. Yeah, I do realize it's not for me. I mean, I'm clearly very far from the target audience for a princess-themed musical. But even when I try to examine the movie for how well it does the things that it's setting out to do, it just doesn't appear very successful.